Hey everybody, welcome back. We are going to break in our brand new 8-inch CabKing. This thing's a beast. Yeah, I feel like a kid in a candy store. And to break in our brand new CabKing, we're going to be doing two different kinds of polishes. On both Lake Superior agates, one, a flat face polish. We recently cut this. It's got some really nice bands in there. This one we're going to be doing a bit of a free form, and we're just going to follow the stone, but do a bit of a rounded face polish right here. It's got some pretty tight bands in there. They'll show up a lot more once you get rid of all these nasty fractures. Fun fact about this agate, I actually found it right in my neighborhood on a walk with my family. But the first one we're going to polish is this guy right here. So with the flat face polish on this Lake Superior agate, we have gotten through the 280 grit resin wheel, and they're looking pretty good. The bands are starting to pop a lot more. We got those saw marks out. So we're going to go through the other stages right here, the 600, the 1200, and the 3000. And I wanted to say at the end, after both of these, once we're done with the 3000 grit wheel, I have a really cool thing to show you. It's one of my favorite features about this 8-inch CabKing. But I'm going to hop on the 600 grit wheel and we'll start working this thing, give it a mirror finish. So we have got these through the 3000 grit, and unfortunately there is some natural fracturing going on all over this thing. This moss right here is being a huge stinker. It's kind of crazy. I've never seen it so bad. So we're going to move on to our other agate. And as I mentioned before, we're going to be doing a lot of shaping on this, some freeform. We're really going to be working down this spot right here. There's a lot of fractures going on in there. Make a nice rounded face polish, and then when we catch up to the other agate after the 3000 grit, we'll move on to the final polishing stages. So let's start shaping this, and along the way I'll show you what kind of bands we're exposing on this. So we worked that pretty good through the 220 grit wheel. Got a lot of little divots and pockets out. It does have a few little fractures running through it, but that's pretty normal with Lake Superior agates. It's got some really cool bands that are showing up in there. We're really going to start making them pop when we start moving through these softback resin wheels. Well, we got through the 3000 grit on this beautiful Lake Superior agate. The bands are really starting to pop, and it's taken a great polish. It does have a few random fractures in there, but we knew that going into it. And I'm really excited to move on to the last few stages here, which leads me into showing you one of my favorite features with this 8-inch CabKing. Let me show you. So one of the last stages with polishing is with this polishing pad that we are going to charge with one 14,000 grit paste and on another 50,000 grit paste. But to get to it, all you gotta do, pop that up and take that off. It's magnetic. I love that. That's perfect. So I'm gonna charge this with the 14,000 grit paste. Nobody said it had to be pretty, okay? We got through the 14,000 grit paste on the polishing pad, and we are now going to move on to the 50,000 grit paste. So we got all of our pieces through the 50,000 grit paste, and I think they turned out pretty good, but this one right here, it's got those heartbreaking fractures going on in there, and I was thinking about it, even if we ground down to try to make it more of a rounded face polish, even with this moss right here, I think I might start taking away some of these bands, and I'll have to sit on this and ponder it for a little bit to figure out what's the right step to take with it. It's got some great bands in there, but these darn fractures, I think they really kind of tainted it a little bit. But this piece right here had a couple bad fractures in there, but overall I am really happy with how that turned out. Took a beautiful polish, really happy with how that went. And those bands in there, they're a little dark, but they are spectacular. I really love this pocket right here. That is really cool. Really happy with how that turned out. Love it. So I had a ton of fun using our brand new 8-inch CabKing, and I love the fun features that it has, like the magnetic side panel, the little foot switch down here that I can shut the water on and off when I'm checking to see if I got any scratches in it still, and I just love the size of it. This thing is huge. You see a lot of bins behind me. We have a lot of stuff that we're going to be polishing in the future, and I also want to say too, if you want to check out this model, I have the link to it in the description box below. I really hope you liked today's video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and check out one of the videos that pops up right here. Thanks for watching. Bye.